The sequels that I wished existed. Woo! Part 2. Okay, let's crack on and get this done. I've actually been playing one of the games that I'm going to show you guys while I've been waiting for the first one to upload, which will be in the description if you missed it. So, without further ado, let's continue with our list. I want a Cool Spot sequel. I don't even know if there is one already, but if there is one, I want to know about it because Cool Spot was so cool. So I want to see an awesome sequel. Yes. Super Mario 64. I love Super Mario 64, and I'll be honest, the levels and the overworld are the thing that I want to see again. So I'd be probably happy with a HD remake of this on the Wii U or something. That would be really cool. I would absolutely love that. But at the same time, it would be good if they took that same concept of Super Mario 64, kept a lot of the aspects, but added lots of new things and changed a lot. I know they did a DS version, which I'm pretty certain I used to have, but I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I want to see either a HD remake or a sequel of Super Mario 64. Next one, Conflict Desert Storm. I love this game. It's even better in two-player mode because you sort of have to work together to do all the missions, and so fun as a kid. I absolutely love this game. I still love it now. There was actually Desert Storm 2, and I don't know if they made any more after that. I'm not too sure. I only had the first one and the second one. But I want a sequel that's really true to the first one and that has a lot of the same sort of aspects to it and the same sort of feel. I just thought the first one was really fun. I didn't really enjoy the second one as much. I don't know. The first one, it just did everything right, so I would love to see a sequel to that isn't the second one. Basically, I want to see Desert Storm 3. That might already exist, like I said. I didn't really do any research on that. But if it doesn't, I want there to be one. Next one, Harvest Moon. I have the GameCube version, which is my favourite version, but I did also have the Wii version, which is currently in a bag because I'm going to sell it because it's boring. I don't like it. It's dull. I'd rather make a couple pennies off it, so. But I love the GameCube version. It's an absolute classic. I might actually play this today because now looking at it, it's making me really happy. I just love having my own little farm and like selling stuff and trading and whatever. I just think it was such a cool game. So, sequel please, a good sequel, Nintendo. Next one, this is what I've been playing for the past half hour while I was waiting for my other video to upload. Cameo, Elements of Power. I think they were working on this at some point in time, but it was a weird period where Rare was sort of gradually changing. You know what happened. You know the story. And I just feel like now that Rare seem to be getting their act together, like at E3 they showed that pretty cool like pirate game which looks pretty. I'm kind of hoping that they return to some of the older franchises. If I'm honest, I kind of want, I'm not sure how the whole rights and things works, but I want them to pass Banjo-Kazooie on to Playtonic Games because I feel like that team, because they haven't got Microsoft standing over them, they'll be able to just handle it better. But to be honest, the way that the pirate game looked, it looked like they are sort of moving away from what Microsoft sort of led them to, at least a little bit, which would, I think, give way for a sequel to this. You know, you get my idea. I'm not sure how all that stuff works, but all I know is, no matter who makes it, I want to see Cameo 2 because I actually really enjoyed this game and I thought it was super fun. So, yeah. This is a bit of a weird one, and I don't think anyone on Earth has played this. LEDs. I don't know when it was that much, but whatever. LEDs. It's basically like hide and seek, essentially, because you have to find these little guys everywhere, and you have a time limit to find all of them, and the more you find, the more points you get, and whatever. You need a certain amount to pass the level. There's different coloured ones to give you, that have different like abilities, so they're harder to get. You can like move stuff around and carry stuff to try and move and find them. I just think it was a really fun little game, and I'd like to see a sequel to this. Again, it's one of those games that's kind of buried in the back of my games, so I don't really, it's never really something I think about, so I don't know if there's a sequel already, but I'd like to see one, because I think that's a fun game. Next one. This has to happen. Oh my gosh, it has to happen. Please. Please, Super Mario Sunshine 2. Please. Please. It's so good. So good. Oh, when I'm describing the GameCube to people who maybe aren't very familiar with it, I just show them this. I show them this. I play this with them. This. Next one. I'm just as enthusiastic about this one. Wario World 2. What? Wario World. I want another I want a sequel to this. I want it to happen. This game was so fun. Please. Okay, this one I'm less enthusiastic about simply because it's sort of already happened. But it kind of hasn't. Wind Waker. Wind Waker. I know there was a HD remake that changed a couple things on the Wii U. I want to get it, and I will do one day because I adore this game. It's one of those games, once again, which is just pretty perfect. But I want a second one. I want an actual sequel. I want to be back on the sea with, like, it doesn't even have to be on the sea. Well, it kind of does. The sea's like my favourite thing about it. Okay, it has to be on the sea, but I want there to be lots of new, different islands. Maybe even a twisted up story a bit. I don't know. I know that because it's the Zelda series, it's a bit difficult because they actually have to make sense a little bit because of the timelines and whatever. I don't know. I just want another one because I absolutely love Wind Waker. It's so good. Next one. This is a weird one because this was actually talked about at E3. Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo is an incredibly, I just dropped something. An incredibly fun game. And I know that it's coming back. But when I saw the DS game, all I could think of was, but wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be good if they went back to what Chibi Robo actually used to be? Because that game is more of a like a platformer, kind of adventure kind of thing. I don't want that. I want Chibi Robo to be back to the way it used to be. So, but it shows promise for me. It shows promise that there could be another Chibi Robo game on the Wii U, perhaps, which goes back to the way it was. Because if I'm getting a Chibi Robo game, I don't want no side-scroller. That's not what I buy it for. I buy it for cleaning. Great game. Next one. I want a sequel to Super Monkey Ball. Pew, 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 pew. Listen, hold your horses. I know. First of all, the first one, brilliant. The second one, brilliant. What happened after that? Why did they kill it? Why did they kill it so badly? I want a good sequel to the first two games. A good game. Not a let's destroy the whole series in one fell swoop game. A good game. I miss it. I miss it so much. Hopefully one day. If there was a Super Monkey Ball sequel to the first two that was true, like I said earlier, true to the originals, really fun, loads of new puzzles and stuff, stages rather, and just it would be the best. It would be the best. Now I'm sad. Okay, next one. I want a sequel to Time Splitters 2. Again, this is a funny one because I'm not even 100% sure if there is a sequel or not, because it's one of those things where it's like, I've kind of just always assumed in my head that it's after 2 they finished. I think they did anyway. But yeah, I would love to see a sequel to this if it doesn't already exist, because Time Splitters 2 is really fun, and it's sort of got little comedy elements to it. It's just funny and light-hearted in a way for a shooting game, and I just really loved it. And some of the little challenges and things, and getting the trophies, or that feeling when you get a platinum trophy. I couldn't move on unless I had a platinum trophy, so probably explains why I never finished all the challenges. Yeah, I absolutely love Time Splitters 2. Crispin, everyone. Crispin and the monkey. That is the answer. And the last game I'm really confused about, because I don't have the physical version to show you guys, which is weird because I know I have it somewhere. I don't know, maybe I don't, maybe I'm wrong, I've probably lost it. I was going to show you guys Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I really enjoyed Nuts and Bolts, but like the Star Fox Adventures game, I love the controversial ones. I love Star Fox Adventures and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, because although they're not what you look for if you put them next to the games previous, it's sort of a new genre, but I liked it. I liked the way that it turned. I thought it was still really fun, but I don't just want a sequel of the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Again, I can't show you, but I also have the arcade version of Banjo-Kazooie for the N64, and I would love to see Banjo 3. Where is Banjo 3? We have been waiting for it for so long, and I can see why people were disappointed when Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was announced, because it's so different, and we were kind of teased and didn't get exactly what we wanted. But again, I still really enjoyed Nuts and Bolts, and I want to see a sequel for both of those games. First of all, Banjo-Kazooie, because it's a classic and we've been waiting for Banjo 3 forever, and it would be awesome if we could see it again. I know we've got the spiritual successor, Ukulele, coming out, but, you know, it would be even better if we could have Banjo 3 at last. And again, I would really love to see a Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts 2, because I thought that game was really fun, and I feel like people would give a sequel to that more of a chance if, first of all, they perfected a couple of things about it, because there were some pretty rubbish elements, and if the sequel to Banjo-Kazooie for the N64 actually comes out. Yeah, that'd be good. So that is, I believe, everything that I can think of in terms of what sequels that I want. I know that you guys probably have loads more, so feel free to comment or let me know on Twitter what sequels you want to exist. I only really wanted to show you guys games that I actually have, along with the sequel I want for those, just because it's easier to explain it and show you if I have it with me. So there are a few games that I actually want sequels to, that I know I want sequels to, but I can't remember them off the top of my head because I can't see them to remind me, you know. But yeah, there are quite a few games I haven't even played that I know people are really, really wanting sequels for. Congrats on Shenmue, guys. To those of you Shenmue fans. Never played it myself, so but I know there are a lot of games like that that people really are excited for, so that's awesome. But those are the games that I'm excited for, should they ever become sequels. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you all in the next video.